I'm going to show you how to make the quickest roller coaster frame possible. For this, you're going to need your ruler, your scissors, your tape, a pencil, and we have 2 manila folders. To start off, you're going to take one manila folder. You're going to find this most narrow part of the folder. You're going to take your ruler, extend that line, open it up, extend this line, you're going to do the same thing with the other folder. Find the narrowest part, draw a line, then you're going to extend it, open it up, extend this line, then you're going to get your scissors, you're going to cut those. Cut one layer at a time. If you don't cut one layer at a time, then the back layer tends to move over, and then you get a crooked cut on the second layer. Save these pieces of paper you're cutting off, because you might be able to use them later. I'm going to put those to the side. I'm going to cut this down the middle. Okay, I'm going to take this piece, I'm going to measure up 3/4 of an inch. That is right here. If you want to know what 3/4 of an inch is, 3/4 of an inch is right there. I'm going to go on the other side, I'm going to measure up 3/4 of an inch. Going to put my ruler along that line that I just made with the 2 dots. Okay, then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Go down 3/4 of an inch. Over here, go 3/4 of an inch. Line the ruler up along those 2 dots. Okay, that wasn't perfect, but it should work. Okay, then I'm going to fold this. Try to get it as straight as I can using that ruler. Then I bend it over, make my fold better. Flip it. Okay, there we go. This is going to be a base. I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to take this piece of paper. I'm going to make columns. I'm going to put my ruler right here. I'm going to measure every 7/8 of an inch. That's right here. And then right here, 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 here. That's every 7/8 of an inch. Gonna go the other side. 7/8, 1 3/4, 2 5/8, 3 1/2, 4 3/8. Here's some fractions for you. Then I'm going to make a line along each one of those. Gonna cut that off. We have 5 sides, so it's gonna be square and then one side that overlaps. Okay, here's my column. I have 4 sides, and then this side overlaps. I'm gonna get my tape. Okay, once I have it taped with little tape, I'm going to go back with one long piece of tape and try to make that as stable and supportive as possible. There you go, there's my column. This column is 7/8 on each side. And I'm going to take my base and I'm going to put my column right here. Now we could measure this, but we're just going for speed right now. So I'm going to go from here to here to here. So I made a dot. At each corner of the column. It's not a very long line, so I'm just going to use my pencil, freehand, to try to make it as straight as possible. Okay, I'm going to cut this line and this line. That line. Okay, then I'm going to fold this over. Column's going to go right here. Once again, start with little tape. I'm going to start right here. Put this right here. Put the column in there. I'm going to put a piece right here. There we go. It's a pretty good column. I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to tape from here to the base. And from here to the base. And from here to the edge. That's a pretty good column. Okay, now I gotta do that 4 more times. I'm gonna put a column here, here, here. So I'm gonna go get my piece of paper with the columns. I'm gonna go 7/8, 1 3/4, 2 5/8, 3 1/2, 4 3/5. I'm gonna go 7/8, 1 3/4. I'm gonna go 2 5/8, 3 1/2, and 4 3/5. Take my line or my ruler. Gonna make 5 lines. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this around, do the same thing on the other side. While I'm here, measured off 7/8, 1 3/4, which is 1 6/8, 2 5/8, then 3 1/2, which is 3 4/8, and then 5 3/8. Seven eighths, 1 3/4, 2 3/8, or 2 5/8, sorry, 3 1/2, 4 3/8. Make my lines. Okay, so the way I'm doing this, I'm making 3 columns with 1/2 of a manila folder. To make 4 columns, you're going to need like 2 halves, and then you're going to have a lot extra. With that second half, you could make tracks, so don't throw it away. Okay, just so you can see what we're doing, I'm cutting this one right here, and I'm cutting this one right here. And this space in here, that's going to be extra that I can put aside and make into something else. Okay, now I'm going to fold these. I have a column now, a little tape. I like that fold, can make it a little bit better. There we go. 2 columns now. Three columns. I'm going to take out my second folder, the one that I already made a line on earlier. This is going to be my 4th column, and it's also going to be the roof of my roller coaster frame. Okay, everything that I'm using here you probably have at home. If you need to take something home, you can check it out for the weekend or overnight. Scissors, tape. You can have up to 4 manila folders for this project. Okay, working on my 4th column. 7/8, 1 3/4, 2 5/8, 3 1/2, 4 3/8. Go to the other side. 7/8, 1 3/4, 2 5/8, 3 1/2, 4 3/8. Okay, there we go. Cut that. Okay. I have my 3 columns there. I have my one column that's already on here. So now I just need to add these columns. I'm gonna put this on the edge. I'm gonna put a dot. If these folds are good, it's a lot easier. So dot here, dot here. Okay, once again, I'm gonna cut right here and here. And then fold this over. That column's gonna fit right in there. I have a piece of tape on my column coming off. This is the one that got dirty. So I'm just gonna add more tape. There you go. Okay, I tape the top, I'm going to tape the bottom. Okay, 2 columns down, flip it over. Gonna cut in the crease. And I'm gonna turn it sideways. Cut in the crease. And turn it sideways. Okay, you don't have to do any of this the way I'm doing it. This works best for me, but if you have another way that also works really well, that's fine. The part that really matters is whether or not your columns match up with other people's columns in the class. If your columns match up with all your neighbors, then you can put your roller coasters together. So we're trying to put, just for size reference, we're going to be putting 1/2-inch PVC pipe down the middle of these columns, and that way we can stack a lot of roller coasters together. have 4 columns and a base. All we need now is the roof. So I'm going to go back. It's exactly like the base. Exact. So I'm going to go to the edge. I'm going to put a line at 3/4 of an inch. Then on the other side, I'm going to go at 3/4 of an inch. On this side, I'm going to go at 3/4 of an inch. And on this side, I'm going to go 3/4 of an inch. Gonna make this line that goes all the way across. Line that goes all the way across. I'm gonna fold it. Okay, then right here we just need to put a place for each column. Can't see this part, but you'll understand it once I put the dots. So on every corner, just like the other side, we're going to put a dot for every corner. Okay, I have a dot here. I'm going to extend that to the edge on both sides. I have a dot here. Extend that out. Make a 90-degree angle. Extend this one out. And then we're going to cut along the edge, or the fold, I guess, of each one of those, and then cut there. Okay, edge or fold. Cut along the fold. Hold that flap. 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 Okay, now all we have to do is tape it all together. Put that in. And then tape, and it's going to be good.